Okay, today starts week number 5, and let's recap what we did last week. I have Moodle pulled up from what was due Tuesday night at midnight. You were to respond to 2 classmates, submit your flooring lab. I got quite a few questions on that flooring lab. My face-to-face class did the same exact assignment as you all did, so I hope you were able to get that figured out. It was intended to be easier excuse me, than the practical practice from a couple of weeks ago. You were to notify me how you were going to take your proctor test this week. I heard from about half of our class. So you were just supposed to let me know, either a phone call, an email, a remind message, or Moodle message about how you had set up or decided to take your test. You had a review to complete on My Open Math, and you had the opportunity to redo any My Open Math assignments from day 1, August, when this class started, up to now. I will be closing that out because this chapter is ending, but I wanted to give you a chance, if you got a slow start, to redo any of that. I have found a couple of mistakes. I appreciate people letting me know. I don't think I got many messages from your class this week, but another one of my classes let me know of an issue. I contacted My Open Math, and we worked to get that straightened out. So let's look at this next week. This is week 5. Clearly, it's hidden right now because I'm making this video on Tuesday afternoon, but I'll open it up in the morning. You're going to complete this review guide. Now, I'll be honest. I mean, you have the answers here. I would take this review guide before I take my test. That's just me, because this is a big test. It's an important test. It's one of two, probably 2 or 3 proctored tests. Proctored tests count more than unproctored. It is vital that you are well prepared, okay? So I suggest you do that practice before you take the test. It will do you no good after the test. Our test is open from Wednesday to Tuesday at midnight. You should have already decided how you're going to have it proctored, but if not, go ahead and get on that. You may use, you see this right here, you may use 1 page of handwritten notes on the test. In other words, like a sheet of paper. Let's see if I have one right here. Here's a sheet of paper. You can use a sheet of paper and you can put your own notes front and back. Okay? You cannot use a notebook. You cannot use your phone. You cannot use your textbook. You cannot use practical practice assignments, but you can write anything you want to on 1 sheet of paper and use that for your test. You also must have a calculator. I've been saying this since the class started, but you have to have a calculator. Now, let me preface it. If you take your test at the Academic Success Center, either on main campus or in Laurinburg, they will provide you a calculator. But if you're going to use ProctorU, which is our online proctoring service, you have to have your own handheld calculator. So there's the test. You'll click this link, and the proctor service will have to put in the password. There's more proctoring information from last week. We are starting a new section this week. Now, it's one of our easiest sections. So we're finishing up one of the hardest sections of this entire class. There's only one more section that's hard, in my personal opinion. This is an easy section, and so that's why I've paired it with your proctor test. I know taking the proctor test is going to be very stressful, and so we've paired it with something that's pretty easy. It's something that you should be familiar with, and so we're going to start on probability this week. I have notes and videos, and then you do have one My Open Math assignment on probability. It is pretty basic. What is the probability that if you flip a coin, you're going to get a heads? Or what is the probability in a standard deck of cards that you pull the 2 of diamonds? But it's pretty basic probability. We'll get a little bit deeper into that next week. So let's recap what you have to do this week. So important. You have to take that proctor test. I cannot stress to you how important this is. I cannot stress to you how prepared you should be for it. It is going to be just like the assignments you've seen on My Open Math. You can take a sheet of notes with you on your test, and you need a calculator. And then in addition to that, you're going to complete task 13 on probability. Okay, I have some probability videos down here. And let me make sure that's everything I wanted to cover. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll see you next week. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I've gotten a good number of emails. I don't check email as frequently as I check the Remind app. So you would get a much quicker response if you send me a Remind message than you're going to get if you send me an email. I will respond to both, but Remind is much quicker. So have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.